the next thing I want to cover is what I called Carter Beauford deletions. He's the amazing funky drummer from the Dave Matthews Band. He's got skill and funkiness and chops and just wicked wrists like a NHLer. And he does something better than I can think of anyone else doing it. And what it is he plays a linear pattern and has the ability to delete or omit any note or any group of notes and play the interstitial notes. So for instance, if you're playing 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he'll omit number 5. So it's okay, so sorry I played 9 that time. So it's like this. Okay, so if I want to take out number 5, it's just if I want to take out number 3, okay, so if I want to take out the 3rd note out of 8, it's if I want to take out the 5th note, it's if I want to take out the 7th note, it's okay, and he has this uncanny ability to just the thing that makes him so funky is that he can do that, but he can do it with feeling and accents and hitting other things in those deleted beats and things like that, and it's really, really effective. So I would definitely encourage you to take a look at that and see what you can do with it, because he used it all the time and it makes the Dave Matthews Band what they are. So that was just a little side note on what he does. Okay, another thing I wanted to cover is playing the hi-hat with your foot. Now, I covered this a little bit in my foot techniques video, the 8th part of that, but now you're going to see the top part of it, okay? So, if you're playing a ride pattern, let's say you're playing an 8th note ride pattern, like this. If you want to spice it up a bit, take quarter notes, place them on the hi-hat, okay? So switch it off so you're playing quarter notes on the ride, 8th notes on the hi-hat. Okay, so I'm sure everybody knows the Honky Tonk Woman by the Stones. It goes. But the ability to play it with 8th notes that essentially sound like this. A nice chick sound. And the more you play the hi-hat, the more you gain dexterity on your left foot for playing the bass drum. If you can play a fast 8th note, you know, then you can play the same thing on the bass drum. Okay, so another thing is little accents on the hi-hat. So if you're playing okay, so again, my philosophy is playing down, not playing up. So when you play squelch, you're playing foot, foot, not foot up at the same time. It's foot, 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 foot. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. It's not right, left, up at the same time, which allows you to play the hi-hat when you want to play the hi-hat. Which leads me to the next way of playing the hi-hat. An excellent demonstration of this is in the I think it was the very first Buddy Rich Memorial Scholarship. Actually, no, I think it was the second annual Buddy Rich Memorial Scholarship when Neil Peart played, Steve Smitty Smith, Greg Bissonette, I'm forgetting a few names. I think maybe Dennis Chambers was there, and the drummer from the that band that played Cult of Personality, Living Color. What was his name? Will Calhoun plays an amazing solo by punching. He's playing with his two hands and his right foot against an ostinato pattern, which is basically this. Okay, so he's splashing by kicking with his foot. Okay? So that's another thing you can do. You can make different sounds. If you let it off all the way, maybe move your foot down the pedal a bit. That's just by moving my foot on the foot pedal, playing exactly the same notes. So basically, if you punch the bottom and then the top, it's like this. And again, you can hear that when I'm doing it slowly. You can hear the sound of it stopping. So I can basically do that by heel toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Okay? It's another thing you can do on the hi-hat.